$13.8 trillion. That's the current national debt. And many Americans are asking, what can possibly go wrong with too much debt? Well, try this on for size. In addition to the riots you're seeing right now in the UK and Greece over austerity measures which have been implemented, things to consider. The Federal Reserve will be the top lender in the entire world to the U.S. government next year with over $1 trillion worth of debt. That means we're printing money to pay the debt. That should be a warning sign, a red flag. Also, the U.S. debt will be larger than the entire economy in just a couple of years alone. Moody's, the credit rating agency, has threatened to downgrade our outlook to negative next year. And by 2018, we could lose our AAA credit rating. That will mean higher interest rates, which is basically higher borrowing costs, higher inflation, and of course more taxes as Washington scrambles to take your money to pay for their debts. This is not the path that the American people support. This is not what they voted for in November. Here are some numbers that should give most Americans pause. In the next 3 years alone, Jason Trenner estimates that we'll have about $5.2 trillion of debt coming due. Add to that $3.6 trillion in proposed spending under Obama's 10-year plan. That's $8.8 trillion of debt coming due in 3 years alone. That means we'll have to borrow $2.93 trillion just to roll it over and to finance the new deficits. Big problem. That's about $600 billion more than we've ever had to roll over. If we can't find a way to balance the budget by spending cuts and pay off the national debt without printing money, we will no longer be the world's #1 economic superpower. We will simply be a has-been.